Welcome to the Season 6 finale of the XBA. This is the first time we have seen Brett Forbes and the Kentucky Colliers. They're not playing very well this year, but he is putting up some big-time numbers, and we'll see how these guys do in terms of the rookie report and the All-Star game and all that stuff. All that good stuff for you guys there. The New York City Slickers, first time we've seen them this year. They are sitting at the top of the Eastern Conference, and that fearsome trio in the backcourt, it's really paying off this year for New York. But we saw Embiid with the 3, Marcus Anthony for 2. There's Forbes in contention for Rookie of the Year, knocking down a 3. And again, it'll be Embiid from downtown. 26-20 right now. Malik Jones with a miss there. Spellman picks up the rebound. Onawaku to Paxson. Paxson will score. Now, looking at Kentucky, Mark Edward. Nice block to Onawaku. This is a team that really needs to get on a big-time run down the stretch to even have a chance of making the playoffs. Malik gets pwned right there, and Rakeem Savage for 2. Kentucky well in charge here, 49-33. Jeremy Grant, that will be a 3-pointer. 56-35. Man, they are getting taken to the slaughterhouse here. New York putting a bit of a run together towards the end of the first half, so at least they have that going for them. But they are still down by 18 points, so they got to figure something out here at home. Kentucky shooting 69%. I doubt that is sustainable the rest of the way. We'll see if City Slickers can get close. Forbes is going to score again, though. And Savage with a rebound to Brogdon. Brogdon for 3. And the hurt is just going to continue here. 79-63 after the dunk. 81-66. There's Malik again. Malik will knock down a 3-pointer. It's still a 9-point game right now. So 90-83. And we have a jump ball. And New York is going to win the jump ball. So New York has come back all the way here. Now with 1 minute left to go. Let's see what they got up their sleeve here. Down by 7 only, so this is not a done deal. But Malik is going to lose the ball. Jeremy Grant picks it up. Throws it down. That should be the dagger right there, I would think. 9-point deficit with 50 seconds left. New York working their way inside. Still going to score. Still making this a game. We get a block on the other end. Collier's going to keep the ball. And I guess they're just going to quit. So no fouls, no nothing. Mark Edward, easy 2. 94-85. Kentucky holds New York back. It was a furious charge there towards the end. Malik had 33 points. Marcus Anthony with 18. LaMelo had 12. Embiid, the leading scorer for Kentucky, with 19. Mark Edward scored 15 points. Forbes, the rookie, had 17, 4, and 4. Now we are going to check out New York at Pittsburgh. Neon, if the season ended today, would be out of the playoffs. Pittsburgh would be in fairly comfortably, but there's still a lot of work left to do. A lot of season left to play. We'll find out by the end of this video who ultimately gets in, but right now the Neon up by 4. Pittsburgh was able to add RJ Barrett to the roster, and he seems like he's been a pretty good fit. Right now, he's got a 10-point lead. Miles Bridges for 2. Make it 8. Got a 3-ball there. RJ Hampton, so the Neon increasing the lead here. 48-37. Dinwiddie's going to take it up and chuck one. No good. New York up by 11 points. 62% from the field. Max Ross, your leading scorer for Pittsburgh, with 11. Here's Ross for 2. And he's off to a pretty good start. This is his first real starting action as a Pittsburgh player in, I think, his 3rd season in the pros out of Auburn. 67-57. Here's Kemmerly. Tried and true. It's just steady performer, steady shooter. There he is again. Gotta love that form right there. New York pulling away here, 88-73 with a minute 40. So that should just about do it. Max Ross still putting up some points, but nothing doing there as we see the spirited CJ Kemmerly with a big dunk. Neon win by 20. Light crowd there in Pittsburgh. Must be a Tuesday night or something. Just nothing going on. Max Ross, 24 points. Bull had 13. Kari Lyons was the leading scorer, actually outscored Kimberly with 18 points. Now, as we head in towards the All-Star break, Washington Founders in first place. You got New York, Tampa Bay, Philly, Cincinnati, Jacksonville, Chicago, Wisconsin, Atlanta, and we're talking about Pittsburgh. They have lost a step right now, though. They've lost 2 in a row, and I think 3 wins in their last 7 games. New York would be 22-25 right now. So both those teams still have a lot of work to do. We simulated a couple weeks ahead from where we were at. Cyclones 35-13, Seattle 33-18, Tempo at 28-20. The Jacks are looking good there. El Paso, San Jose, Houston would also be in the playoffs. California 2 games over. St. Louis has lost 6 straight games, 21-29. Kansas City, Honolulu still down there, and then the poor SoCal Supernovas, man, 10-39. Jason Kidd, the head coach there, I don't know what his problem is. We're gonna look at some of our league leaders here as we get towards past the halfway point of the season. I saw Malik, you got Kemmerly, Bishop, St. Patrick, and we talked about Forbes, 9th in the league in scoring. Argata still pretty good numbers there at point guard. Blackman also there. Walsh at 19, Cartwright 21. So I noticed the point guards are scoring a lot. CJ Thomas working his way up the points leaderboard. Max Rosshead is 25th in the league in points per game. So that's good news there. Max Boss, 17.7 for the rookie to go with 4.9 boards a game and 4.7 assists per game. So he likes to spread the ball around. That's good to see. Eitan Laterman, 16.5 points. Kennedy Alvarez is up there. Bettis, Vine, Diamatakos. So I think it's safe to say that the custom players have officially taken over the league, okay, in the last 5 years. I think it's safe to say that. Marcel McFly, 15.7. Hobbs, 15.6. Mason Hendricks, 15.5. Pretty good. Yeah, Nader Boss, Burnside, 15.3 points per game. Pike Takan, coming off the bench. You're talking about 6th man of the year kind of deal. Theo Dawkins, 14.3. Kari Lyons, just under 14 a game. Andrew Pierre up there as well. Luka's only 76th. So I know he gets the 7 assists, but like I said, it's pretty low for Luka Doncic. Also low for Bradley Beal. But they're playing on teams where they got to share the rock, and somebody's got to take those shots. Hiram Hemsworth with 12 points a game. Claytius Nash with 12. Rookie Trey Canada, Podgorica, 12 points a game. All right. So those are the top 100 point scorers. We're going to get into the dunk contest. You got Cartwright, the rookie Brian Rusi, Mason Hendricks, and TJ Giffey. So this should be a star-studded dunk contest here. Wayne Cartwright leading things off. Pretty solid dunk to get things going here. One-handed, sprint to the basket, do a little motion there. 43, so the score is like that. Here's Brian Rusi, 2.3 points a game for the rookie. Doesn't get a ton of playing time, but he has seen the court a little bit, and he's going to go through the legs here to open things off for Brian Rusi. Stop one more time. Okay. 39, so not a huge score. Mason Hendricks. Let's see what he's got going. All right. For the Stags, representing Canada and the Hendricks brothers. Funny that Malachi never participated in this. Only 37 from Mason Hendricks. TJ Giffey, 11 points per game coming into tonight. He's going to go with the lob here, and oh, come on now. That's nothing. Anybody can do that. Who is a basketball player, let's say. Not everybody can do that. If you are playing at college or above, I think you should be able to do that. And they gave him a 45. So, I don't know. I like the motion. I like the through the legs and the 360s and the windmills and all that stuff. I don't know why he got 45 for that. Now, like that, behind the back, Wayne Cartwright. Okay, now that is a dunk that's worthy of this dunk contest. It's worthy of the best athletes in the world who can play basketball. So he gets 47 for Cartwright. Rusi opened with a 39. He's going to go something similar, but he gets the spinorama in there. So that's why you got to give him a better score than Giffey. Unless Giffey just paid off the judges, they're going to give him a 43. Mason Hendricks, we're also going with the lob and then through the legs. And he's pumping up the crowd here. So I got to like what I'm seeing here out of Mason Hendricks. I'm thinking him or Cartwright's had the best dunk so far. He only gets a 37 for that. Giffey, this time, gets about a 180 in there. So would that be 360? Okay, 360 maybe. 43 overall score there. Wayne Cartwright. Now that's what we like to see. Okay, throw it down with some authority. Wayne Cartwright. Here we go. He was he's a consensus top player in the draft. I don't believe he went first overall, but he slipped a little bit. There's Rusi with a good play there. Good dunk. Everybody's going for the lob and catch. He gets a 48. Mason Hendricks up next. All right. He is so animated here tonight. He is eating this up. All right. Love the twirl there. All right, 43. Again, Giffey. This time he's going to hang. He's going to corral his dunk and throw it down with the other hand. So that's the kind of flash that I think these judges are really going to like. Let's see what kind of score he's going to grab here. Can you dunk it twice? Does that count? He's going to get a 47. So it looks like TJ Giffey will be your winner at 135. Hendricks did not impress the judges as much as he impressed me. He comes in a distant fourth. But TJ Giffey is your dunk champion. Now for our All-Stars, we had the selection unveiling last episode, and we have a number of our players. I had to get a count, but I think we have 7 of our guys on these All-Star squads. You have Kemmerly there. You got Forbes and Boss. So 2 rookies getting named to the All-Star game. You got Wayne Cartwright there. Anthony and Malik Jones and Mondre Rhymes Porter. So some good names here for this All-Star game. Malik with the assist to Luka Doncic. So team Steph Curry here is taking it to team Kevin Durant. Kemmerly with a rebound. Nice lob to who else? Mondre Rhymes Porter. It's 73-59. Apollo St. Patrick going all out here. Got Lillard for 2. Forbes kicking it across to St. Patrick. 76-64. Lillard for 2. So Lillard is getting his guys into this thing. And Giannis going to get stripped there. Cartwright's taking it down. He's going to throw it into Ja Morant. And Morant's going to score. So we almost have a comeback all the way here. And again, St. Patrick challenging Malik to get to the line. We got a 3-ball from Trae Young, though. So under a minute and a half now. And it looks like Steph Curry's team is taking control here. Apollo St. Patrick will hit a meaningless bucket there. 121-117. So team Steph Curry wins. So that'll be Malik and Rhymes Porter. Team Kevin Durant, he had St. Patrick with 14. Forbes only had 5 in his debut. Cartwright and Thomas Bryant doing pretty good there. Rhymes Porter had 16. Malik with 10. And then you have Max Boss pitching in as well. All right, we are going to simulate ahead here another week, and we're going to give you guys some results. Up through March 9th, we have New York still in first place. Tampa Bay technically in third, so the Southeast winner will get the 3 seed. So Pittsburgh has gotten back into the playoff mix. Jacksonville's a couple of games out, half game out. Atlanta's 500. Detroit sticking around 26-29. Wisconsin 27-29. Neon down there as well. Looks like Columbus is going to miss the playoffs this year. In the Western Conference, San Diego in charge as the 1 seed. Seattle's up there as well. El Paso leading the Southwest for now. Houston 27-26, and then New Orleans 27-27. LA at 28-23. So It's a interesting bubble here in the Western Conference. We'll check out more injuries here. We got Graham, Paxson, Argata. Argata is going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. Josh Jackson hurt here. Theo Starkman, extended left shoulder, hyperextended 4 to 6 weeks. Trevor Kelly's out. Yeah, Preston Burnside, 2 to 4 week injury there. Sobchak's still going to be 2 to 4 weeks. Hargrove for the Chili Dogs, that'll hurt their chances. Embiid out. I think Embiid, that's going to about do it for Kentucky, I would think. Now we're going to move ahead here to the end of March because we're going to figure out, basically this will help us decide what games to show. We'll know what is on the line here. So that's kind of the hope there. So simming ahead, we got it set to Pittsburgh right now. I had to change something in the box score or in the coach game plan. So, okay, we're on New Orleans. New Orleans, they got to win over the Stags and the Cyclones. Their last couple of games here. Lose to Kentucky. That's no good. Tough stretch here. New York with a loss by 2 and Tampa with a win. So the Neptunes needed that. We're going to check out the standings now. 44 and 20 for San Diego. El Paso still leading the Southwest. Denver's at 40 and 22. So the Northwest is between Alaska, Denver, Seattle. So that's a tough battle there. Whoever doesn't get that is going to get bounced down to the 4 seed. Houston right now in 8th. Nashville not too far behind. Las Vegas losing ground here. They still have 10 games left to go. New Orleans at 31 and 30, so they are 2.5 games out. 2.5 games behind Nashville, at least. And let's go to the Eastern Conference. City Slickers already wrapped that up. Cincinnati's leading the Central, and then Tampa. So the Atlantic has Washington and Philly, and they would be in the 4-5 matchup if the season ended today. But you guys see we got between 7 and 10 games left, so we're going to see who is going to make that happen. Toronto Stags 33-29, Wisconsin's 33-30. BC, Chicago, and Jacksonville currently out of the playoffs. New York Neon at 500. Detroit really lost a lot of ground there, 38 and 24. So I'm not sure if Detroit will get in this year or not. Now we're going to check out the Dragon Den here. We have California and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh needs this. California needs this. Both teams, like we talked about, on the playoff bubble. And Roscoe Todorovic going to open the scoring for Pittsburgh right now. It's still tied 13-13. CJ Thomas, easy bank shot there. And a 2 by RJ Barrett. Make it 15-15. Kemba Walker going to lob one up here towards the end of the first quarter. It's now 37-35. Got Jaden Hunter against Max Ross. And Ross will put that one in. Tie this thing up. Jaden Hunter flip to Gordon. Flip to Beal. And Beal will drain that. 40-37. Pretty weak sauce defense inside. 40-39 California now. 2 ball for Jaden Hunter is good. And the 3 to close is no good. Pittsburgh down by 3. Kemba with 10 points. Creighton with 3, 3, and 3. There's Jin Hao with the assist there from Thomas. Get a deep 2 from Dinwiddie. Still 1-point game here. Here's Kai Kyoya, XBA 2 call up. Last year's second round draft pick. Anthony Simons for 3. So the backups logging some important minutes here. 3 ball, no good. Tip in for Jin Hao. It's 76-71. Bull. Easy dunk there. Had position inside. Jin Hao going to return the favor. Beat Bull inside. There is Beal with a flip for 2. California up by 6 now. The dish to Max Ross. And does not get the roll to go. Foul will send Kemba Walker to the line. So California going to defend their home court here with a win that should help their playoff odds. But still, a lot of ground still to make up for this team. And there's a lot of teams that are chasing them too. So, anytime you start putting 5, 6, 7 teams in the mix, somebody's going to finish really, really strong and probably pass you. So it's always a tough assignment here. But California with the win, so they are in solid position for now. Tampa Bay taking on Seattle. We saw Seattle in the tip-off XBA primetime, but the Doncic, Porzingis, and Darius Garland-led Martians are playing pretty well here. Here's Leo Guerrero for 2. And like I talked about when we looked at the standings, the Northwest Division is a dogfight right now, and they're likely to be the 2, 4, and 5 seeds. So whoever does not take the division, they're going to play each other in the first round. So there's a lot at stake here. They're going to want to get that 2 seed between Denver, Alaska, and Seattle. And you want to play the 7 seed. You don't want to face each other in the first round. So right now it's 47-46. Pluto Pierre to Garland to Luka. And Luka knocks down a 3 to give the Martians the lead. Malik Bishop for 2 inside. Dunstan will get to the line, make 1, and then a 2 to close the first half. Seattle up by 1 point. Luka 14 in that first half. Darius Garland for 2. We're going to skip into the fourth quarter. 3 minutes left. Naz Dunstan off the glass. Foul is going to go against Luka Doncic. So we got 3 minutes left to go. Dunstan trying to finish this thing here, and the draw to within 1. 80-79. Eitan Laterman with a steal and takes it to the hole to make it 81-80. Just under 2 minutes off the inbound. Easy 2 for Seattle. Laterman, this time it'll be a foul against John Collins. So right now the team's trading buckets here. Kennedy Alvarez for 2 to go up by 3. We get a 3 ball from Tyrese Maxey with 40 seconds off another inbound. And these teams are just trading buckets here. 88-85 across the court. 3 ball from Maxey. Good. 88-88. 30 seconds left to go. Alvarez, no good. Shakir Nader can't put it in. He was sitting right there under the basket and does not make it count. Seattle grinding some clock down. Collins blocked from behind by Shakir Nader. Laterman corrals it. Who's going to take the shot? Dunstan to the hole, and Naz Dunstan with the lead and the win. Tampa Bay takes it 90-88 with a clutch basket late from Naz Dunstan. Tampa Bay fighting for that Southeast division. The Southeast is not playing very well this year, and the winner gets the automatic 3 seed. So that'll either be Jacksonville or Tampa, or Jacksonville and Tampa, unless maybe Atlanta wins out. But that's how we're looking right now. So we're gonna check the standings out here. Houston has launched into the 3 spot with a nice couple wins here. They got 7 games remaining. Seattle has already clinched, but Denver and Alaska are right behind them. San Jose, LA, and Nashville going to round it out in the Western Conference. And then right behind them, El Paso tied with Nashville. Vancouver Vortex 34-30, so they're half game out. Jacks are half game out as well. And 2 games out for the Neptunes. California is still 2 games out. They have 7 left to go. The Arrows have fought back. I saw that. I mean, they were 21-29, but they are making a charge back. Probably too far out, though. Tampa's going to occupy the 3 seed right now. Stags are in 8th. Jacksonville still has a chance to get in, even if they don't win the division. And the Olympians now 30-32, so I doubt that Atlanta will be able to get into the playoffs. So really, it's going to be between Tampa and Jacksonville. There's a chance that both can make it, but who knows? All right, we're going to check out the LA Leopards here. Rolando Bishop is one of the surprise stories of the year. He's really turned into an elite scorer. You see him there for 2. Marcel McFly for 3. This Chili Dogs team, it's young, but they are really, really good. And it's surprised me that they are in control of that Central Division right for now. 22-16, make it 22-18, 35-33. Nurkic going to get a rebound here. Rolando Bishop taking it down to Zach LaVine. And LaVine's going to tie this thing up. 25 seconds. We get a 2-ball good there. Just as the half expires, McFly going to corral the rebound and take the lead into halftime. Chili Dogs 37, Leopards 35. It's now 65-60. Ball's going to get popped loose there for Killian Hayes, and he will score. now up by 7 for the Chili Dogs, fighting inside forward Levine. Foul's going to go against Malcolm Ruka. It'll be 74-70. Deep 2 from Rolando Bishop. There's a 3-ball for Hayes with 45 seconds. So it looks like Chili Dogs might take this one unless the comeback's in order. McFly going to miss. Bishop with the rebound, 25 seconds. See if he can find somebody. They're going to go for 2. Behind the back pass to Kuzma. And the foul's going to go against Hargrove. So Kuzma is going to knock both down. We got 20 seconds here. Ruka will convert there. Ruka at the line for the rookie center. Here's Rolando Bishop. He's going against Shaman Hargrove. And Bishop, no good. They're going to foul Hargrove, send him to the line. He's going to miss the first, make the second. So it's now a 4-point deficit for the Leopards. It's a big game for LA. You guys saw them there towards the bottom of the Western Conference playoff chase. Bishop just going to chuck one up. Maybe. No. Just blocked by McFly, and Porter will finish this thing off. 82-76. And we get a meaningless 3. Looks like Cincinnati is celebrating the 3, but no. Celebrating the victory. But 82-79, your final score. Leopards lose at home. So tough loss there. Chili Dogs will take the W. Bishop had 19 points in the win. Michael Porter led the way, 18, and McFly with 13. Now we're going to go to Texas here. We got Houston and El Paso. Huge game for the Southwest Division. Winners should find themselves in a very good spot. Lawman only about a game ahead of El Paso, so this should be a critical game. We're going to start off at 6-5 Houston. El Paso getting the lead back. We got a 2-ball there. Deep, 14-12 right now. There's Camden Cunningham. I keep talking about this guy from the previous video, but he has really been an X factor for Houston here. I'd say underrated prospect, maybe. Who knows? He was, I think, drafted 16th overall, if I recall correctly, for Houston. Right now, 45-39. Colin Sexton falling back. Will miss. Jackson Hayes brings it in. And right now, it's 45-39. Cole Anthony is your top scorer with 15. Camden Cunningham, can't leave him open. Bordone just stopwatches, man. 63-52 now. Kobe White going to respond there. There's Okoro near the corner. 79-72 here. We're going to skip ahead. About 150 left. James Harden with the miss. And going the other way. Sexton's going to hit the deck. And it's now 81-72 pending the end one. Harden. Oh, James Harden. He is really costing El Paso here late. And it might cost them the division. 92-78. Houston, the winners here. James Harden did what he could. He scored 20 tonight, but just not quite enough here against the Houston Lawmen. Camden Cunningham had 16 points. He was 7 of 10 from the field. So let's get some results here. See the Vortex get a win. That's big. Olympians beat Chicago. That hurts. The Jump beat the Bandits. So that's kind of a crucial game there towards the bottom of the Eastern Conference. And then the Chill lose to Philly. Nothing much on the line there except for that division title. Dragons lose to the Stampede. That's brutal. The Jacks get a W. April 6th, the Summit beat the Jump. And the Jacks lose to the Sting. So bad loss for Vegas. Not great. Peppers win there. Paladins get a W. Those are big in their respective playoff chases. Tempo get a win. Tempo are feeling the heat here. New Orleans beats Cincinnati 120-95. And the Arrows lose to the Cyclones. So that should probably do it for St. Louis. Neptunes lose by 1 to Washington. And the Dragons lose. So I think it's going to be really tough sledding for them to have a chance here as we look at the standings. Got about 3 to 5 games left, depending on who you ask. The Cyborgs are currently in 6th. Nashville, LA, and El Paso rounding it out. But Houston also on the bubble as well. And then the Vortex are still a half game out. The Vancouver Vortex are the only franchise that's never made it to the postseason. So if they're going to get it done, this has got to be the year. Okay. They are 0 for 5. The only team that has not been in. And as we look at the Eastern Conference, you got Cincinnati, Tampa have not clinched yet. Pittsburgh still in contention for the Central Division crown. And then Tampa is on the playoff bubble at 34-30. They would currently be a half game ahead of Toronto if they were not division champs. And you see Jacksonville hanging out back there. BC Chicago's a game out. The Neon are a half game out. Atlanta's still technically alive, so they've evened up the record at 32-32. So they are not done yet either. Now, here we have a huge game between two teams on the playoff bubble. I would probably argue it's a do or die deal at this point, especially if you're New Orleans. Chicago might have a tiny bit more room for error, but not much more. Brian Banks going to hit a 3 there. Assist from Oladipo, 5-5. Kawhi Leonard trying to get the lead back for New Orleans. Cartwright gets the rebound, and Colo to Oladipo. And Oladipo is going to spot up and hit that. 44-42 right now. And Colo right before the half, no good. Klay Thompson with the rebound. And Chicago is going to nurse a 2-point lead. Cartwright has 10. Lillard has 12. There's Booker inside scoring. It'll be 55-52. Damian Lillard falling back will knock down a 2. And then there's Jackson for 3. Custom recruit there. Here's Demetrius Edwards with a turnaround. We've seen him do that a lot. And then this is Raheem Okusi. Former XBA 2 player, former Alabama Red Belly, knocking down a shot there. He's picking up minutes for New Orleans. It's always been an issue with New Orleans. It's been their bench depth, and they have been relying on Okusi to chip in a little bit. They also have Bodie and guys like that. Jackson Jr. 86-82. Nothing doing there. Lillard's going to pick it up. They're up by 4 right now. And then Klay Thompson, 4-2, 88-82. This is big because Juan Argueta is not healthy. So Argueta's still out with an injury. So they've been rolling with the Lillard, Thompson, Kawhi triple-headed monster. And it serves them well here. They're going to win 92-84. Neptunes survive. Chicago now with their backs against the wall. They're going to have to win the vast majority of their remaining games and probably get some help. Lillard had 34 in this one. Cartwright 22 and 10. I can't believe Chicago is not doing better. I can't believe that. So now as we skip ahead another day here, Tampa still sitting 34-32 now. Philly, Washington are going to clinch. Pittsburgh seems to be in pretty safely. And then you got Wisconsin, Toronto, New York, tied for 8th. Jacksonville a game back, 34-32. Atlanta still 2 games out with 4 left to go, and we're still looking for poor old BC Chicago at 33-33. They have 4 games left to get this thing done. Houston now up to 37-30. So Houston feeling pretty good here. Seattle Martians right now are in the 5 spot. They are a game and a half behind Denver right now. 2 games left to go for the Martians. Tempo at 37-30, so they are tied with Houston for the Southwest lead. LA currently in the 8th spot. Vancouver is going to be a game and a half out with 3 left to go. New Orleans, even with the win, still 2 games back for the Neptunes, and then the Dragons, I think, are done. Arrows probably done as well. So let's go to Atlanta. Atlanta Olympians. This has been a pretty good rivalry, Atlanta and New York. And for the Olympians, virtually must-win game here against the number 1 seed at home. And Atlanta's still not dead yet, even in the Southeast Division, because you guys remember Tampa Bay is only 2 games over 500. So if Atlanta finishes strong this year and steals that Southeast crown, they're going to jump all the way to the 3 seed and clinch their playoff bid. But right now it's 31-25. Dennis Pavard scoring there with about 4 minutes left to go. Pavard again turning around for a score, 33-29. Landry Shamet scoring to increase the lead. Here's Luke Kennard off a screen to Antonia Miles Jr. with a dunk there. 45-43. Jamal Turner scoring to tie this thing up. Malik for 3. Malik's going to score make it 48-47. Again, that'll be Marcus Anthony. No good. Capella with the rebound, and Sobchak will take it 48-47. He's finally back, and he's got 12 and 6 right now in the first half. So he's been banged up. That might ultimately be why Atlanta might miss the playoffs. But Max Boss is still balling here. I'm interested to see at the end of this video who is going to be Rookie of the Year. It's going to be between Forbes and Boss for sure. Both all-stars. There's Jedrej Sobchak dunking there. Max Boss again. Number 69, of course. 79-74. Kevin Knox scoring. Got about a minute left now. 7-point lead for New York, and a long two should put them away. And the City Slickers get the win over the Atlanta Olympians. A devastating loss for Atlanta, because I think that's probably going to do it for their playoff hopes, as they now drop to 33 and 34. So definitely running out of time. You get some more results here. Cyborgs beat the Leopards by 1. Neptunes drop a game to the Colliers, 108-97. That's brutal. Wisconsin losing also by 1 there. And we're going to skip ahead to the next day. Neptune's going to win, so that's the good news for them. Olympians lose again to Cincinnati, 96-91. Martians 133, Cyclones 114. Wow, high scoring game there. And let's take this now to the Lighthouse. We're going to check in with the New York Neon again. Now, a huge game between two teams that are currently out of the playoffs. I would say this is an elimination game here, as we are entering the final few days of the regular season. Jacksonville right now has the lead, 41-38. Kemmerly inside, flipping it up and good, 41-40. There's Donovan Mitchell for 2. Tobias Harris gets a nice screen. Drummond with the help there. Tobias Harris dunking. There's Colton Kemmerly, the other Kemmerly, for 2. Steph Curry, no good before half. So it is now 47-46. Kemmerly has 17. Pretty sure that's Colton Kemmerly with 17. Wow. CJ scoring 48-47. Steph for 2. Good. And for a response, no good. Curry taking it down the court. Might have some guys. Here's Josh Richardson, and the roll is good. 81-80. CJ Kemmerly gives the Neon the lead. Nice pass to Mitchell. He drew a lot of defenders there. 84-82. Here is Kemmerly. No. Mitchell finds it. Josh Richardson pulling up from downtown, and he will drill it. It's now 87-82. 54 seconds. Neon got to call timeout here and regroup. 2 ball there. Good. Who else? Kemmerly. Steph Curry. Oh, what are you doing? Take it. They're going to try to kill some more clock. I guess they think the seconds are more valuable than the 2-point attempt. And Richardson can't get it. Ball's tied up. It's going to be a jump ball. 87-84. Season on the line. Jacksonville gets it. Curry fouled, and that will probably do it for the Neon. They got to hit a 3 here with 12.5 seconds, though. Kemmerly, it's now 90-86, so yeah, nothing doing. Jacksonville gets the win. Jacksonville keeps their playoff hopes alive. Neon essentially eliminated. I'm going to go out on a limb. They have a pathway, but it will require Toronto to lose the majority of their games closing out. So let's check and see our results here. Wisconsin getting a win there. Sting lose. Leopards win. So those are the playoff teams there. Teams fighting to get in. Phoenix Monsters have had a rough go of it without Devin Booker this year. They are towards the bottom of the Western Conference. First time that we are seeing them. Wisconsin Bandits coming into town. Wisconsin can clinch here with a W. Kendrick for 2. It's Jamison Kendrick. 21-16. We get a 2 ball there. Good to go. There's Theo Maladon for 2. Here's Ty Redfield. Ty Redfield, XBA 2 guy, playing for Phoenix at point guard. Smith nails a 3. That's the first action we've seen of him. He didn't play much last year. and finally getting the chance. There's DJ Garnett, also former Iowa XBA 2 guy, making his minutes count there. And Isaac has scores, and now we got Westbrook. So Bandits pulling ahead here. They got a little bit more to play for than Phoenix does. That might factor in maybe the motivation level here. It's now 92-86. We get a jump ball situation here. About a minute left to go in this one. And Wisconsin, much like Jacksonville, wins a crucial jump ball situation. 6-point edge here with about 50 seconds, so they can really close this thing. Let's ice it. No. Adebayo picks it up. It'll be Tyrese Halliburton taking it down. He's going to fire it to Murray. Murray man, I thought he had Adebayo, but you don't want him to shoot that. So 3-ball there. Halliburton finally scores with 33 seconds. 24 seconds now on the clock. 92-89. Westbrook for 2. The jumper on the money. And 18.4 seconds left to go. Phoenix needs something to happen here. I would go for a 3. He's going to challenge Boucher. He's going to get called for the foul, though. So Murray can hit these here to get them within a single score. He's now got 16 points on the day. Isaac probably going to, well, they're going to go to Kendrick. Jamison Kendrick. Still not in the bonus. All right, 94-91. I was going to say, where's Westbrook? I think you're probably going to go to Westbrook here. So Westbrook with the season on the line with his new team here, Wisconsin. He will miss. Come on, Russell. Got this. No, he doesn't. Oh, my goodness. 11 seconds. Going to call timeout. Going to let the clock wind down here, probably off this inbound. Maybe play for the last shot, or just go for the tie wherever it's at. Portis to Murray. Murray forces one with 6 seconds. Boucher will get the board, and it's going to be a 96-91 score. Wisconsin Bandits have officially clinched their playoff ticket. So good job, Wisconsin, going back to the playoffs. Something maybe some people didn't expect after free agency, losing Embiid and Harden, but they have a really solid core, really solid foundation for this team, and they are going back. So Murray was leading scorer for Phoenix. Westbrook top scorer for the Bandits. All right, Montreal, Toronto. I talked about it. New York Neon need a lot of help, and so do the Sting and the Jump. But they can get that if the Stags lose their final 2 games here. You're going to play Montreal, though. It's a Montreal team that was in the XBA Finals last year, but it's a completely different team. No Gordon Hayward and no Rudy Gobert. And who am I missing? PJ Washington. So it's a completely different team for Montreal. They are just not where they were last year. Toronto, on the other hand, we've seen them already this year against Honolulu, and they really blew them out. And it's just the depth. I mean, you see like Ford there off the bench with 15 points in the first half. Ja'Cory Jarrett has been playing very well this season as well. So right now, 54-53. Here is Ronan Laterman, also of that previous XBA 2 class, going up against Ja'Cory Jarrett. Hendricks scoring there. It's 56-55 right now. Romeo Langford nails a 3. So a little dangerous territory here for the Toronto Stags. They have not clinched a playoff bid yet. And a 2-ball there makes it 59-59. 66-66 here. And there's Blackman for 3. About 4 minutes left. Turnaround for Hendricks. Good with the hook. 69-68. Hendricks again. They're going to get him for traveling in this one. Wingate falling. Can't convert. Juan Bautista taking it up the court to DeAndre Ayton. 70-69. 2 there. So the lead changing hands here. Larathable to Hendricks. Hendricks with a quick turnaround will drill that one from downtown. It's 1:55 left in this game. Under a minute. Montreal for the tie. That's the other Laterman. Larathable scoring there. It's now 81-79. Laterman inside 4-2. Tie this thing up again. Larathable will get to the free throw line. Foul going to go against Hero. And Juan Bautista hits the first 26 seconds left to go. We'll miss the second. Wingate picking it up. It's going to be Blackman. Uncontested and with the flash against Van Vliet. Make it 83-82. He's pumped up. 12 seconds. Rothable, Ayton. Fultz getting a screen. He's got room. He's got space. Whoa, take the shot, man. You're killing me. You're killing me here, man. And he's just going to fire one up as time expires. He only needed 2 points right there. I mean, you had the room. The seconds don't really matter at that point, okay? Just shoot your shot. Especially with the playoffs on the line. Okay. Hendricks had 21. Rothable 19. Ford with 18 points in this one. Blackman had 16. Langford 14. Laterman 13. Jackson Gordon with 12 off the bench. All right, let's simulate the next 2 days here. Remainder. Jack's going to win over Honolulu. And let's check out these scores from around the league. Leopards lose to the Arrows. The Arrows are fighting, man. They're over 500, but it's not going to matter at the end of the day, but you got to hand it to them. The Sting going to win. Chicago gets a much-needed win there. Peppers over the Fly Guys. And the Neptunes win. Neptunes are playing pretty good. They're up to 37-33, so they are not out of this yet. Jump beat the Summit by 2 despite a late push there. So Houston's going to drop to the 7. El Paso 8. Nashville's going to be in the 3rd spot right now. Then you have Jack's Neptunes. So the Neptunes are only 1.5 games out, but they are done on the season at 37-33. And then we look at the Eastern Conference. So I guess Wisconsin hasn't technically clinched yet, but Chicago, Toronto, Tampa, Neon are a game out. I think that will do it for them. I don't think they can catch with all of the traffic unless all of those teams lose. They might get a tiebreaker, but I think they're going to be out. But now we have the Stags and the Basket Hounds. The Stags need this game. They are currently tied with Chicago. Chicago holds the tiebreaker. So the Stags now need some help, and they need the W. We're going to see if they can get it. Chicago has 1 game left to go against San Jose to close things out. Should be a fun, interesting final stretch here. 3-2 right now. Columbus has the lead. And the Rothable, second-year player out of Spain, making that one look easy. 10-10 right now. Hayward's going to score 13-10. Here's Ja'Cory Jerickson for 2. Here's Colvin off a screen. Haven't seen Colvin this year much. 15-12. Hendricks to Jerickson again. Ja'Cory Jerickson really coming into his own here. 18-18. Austin Ford with the flip there. That'll be Donovan for 3 right before the end of the first quarter. Here's Van Vliet. Good. Over Tomislav Lonkar. Zion Williamson. Gotta wonder what he's thinking here. Like, Columbus had this thing running, man, with Hero and Barrett. And this year just hasn't quite been as good. Pierre with the rebound to close the half. Toronto up 41-39 right now. 12-5 for Zion. 8-6-4 at the half. Colvin scoring early to tie this thing up. 43-43. Pierre again with a rebound. Like Pierre's hustle. Like, he's all over the place. Colvin getting to the line here. Foul's going to go against DeAndre Ayton. And Columbus has the lead. Tied game now. Fultz as time was expiring, just threw one up there. Basket Hounds got to regroup, call timeout. 50-45. Zion with a miss. Ford with the rebound. Gonna steady things up here. Maybe find Jerickson on the fast break. 52-45. Donovan again scoring. 72-66 right now. Time is winding here for Columbus. You're going to need something here. And for Chicago. If you want Chicago win, the Stags losing would help. So 72-68. Van Vliet to Ayton for 3. DeAndre Ayton, the big man here, knocking that one down. 75-68. 3 in response for Colvin. We know he's a clutch player. Hasn't had too many opportunities to shine this year, but you know he can do that kind of stuff. And a nice 2 there. It's going to have to come down to the free throw line here. Hendricks, 78-73. Knock that one down, make it 79. 6-point deficit. Colvin's right there by the basket. Finds Asher Payne for 3. Asher Payne nails it. 79-76. And Rothwell's going to get his chance to tack on a couple points here. And he's going to miss the first. 15 seconds left to go. Make the second at least. Get Hayward to Pierre. Pierre floats one up and scores. So Columbus not going gentle into that good night. 80-79. Foul with 5.5 seconds left. And again, it's the Spaniard. 81-79. He will convert the second shot. Now it's 5.5 seconds here. Pierre to Colvin. Still 3 points. Pierre's taking it from way downtown. Colvin didn't want it. I just got done talking about how Colvin was a clutch player. And it did not matter. He didn't want to take the shot. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. He wanted the rookie to do it. 82-79. Ultimately for Columbus, the game didn't matter. Ayton had 18, Hendricks 15, Ja'Cory Jerickson with 13. Colvin had 22 in the loss. So not a great year for Columbus. But the Eastern Conference has come down to that last game between Chicago and San Jose. So the Stags are sitting in the clubhouse right now in the playoffs, and Chicago can bounce them out. The final game here, the Leopards need this win to clinch a playoff bid. If they do not, then you're looking at El Paso with a decent chance to get in if they have beat the Honolulu Riptide. So that's what we have going on here. 24-24 after the made 2 there. That's Preston Nash. The other Nash. He was up from Albuquerque last year. Got a 46-40 game right now. Max Boss going up by 8. And again, there'll be Levine for 3. So make it 48-43. 11 seconds left to go. Sal Boss might be looking for something here. Let's see what he's got cooking here. And Sal Boss with the score. 4 seconds left in the half. Rolando Bishop, it's all you, man. No. 50-43 going into the half. Leopards behind the 8 ball here. Boss with 21. Bishop with 16. High scoring from those guys. Mondre Rhymes Porter with a steal. And Hunter is going to foul Porter. Denver goes up by 10. Simmons scoring. Denver is taking it to him. Rolando Bishop, no. They're now by 14 now. Late third. Fast break. Lonzo. Deep 2. It's now 90-79. LA can't draw any closer. And with this loss, they are going to be in some trouble. Mondre Rhymes Porter for 2. 92-79. That might just about do it, guys. Let's see. Be a huge comeback with about a minute and change left. Rolando Bishop guarded by Simmons. Bishop trying to weave his way inside, and he's got nothing on Simmons. And he's going to force one up. James Wiseman with the rebound. And time winding. That's just going to do it, guys. LA with the loss. It's going to open the door for El Paso here. Simmons for 2. No. Rhymes Porter cleaning it up. LA scores, but yeah, now by 13. That'll just do it there. 94-81, your final score. Leopards go down. Peppers have a decent chance here. The Jacks will need El Paso to lose, and then the Jacks will need to win their final game if they want to get in. So Rhymes Porter had 32 and 11. But El Paso can put that to bed here with a win against the Riptide at the Surf Shack. And the Riptide have just stunk it up this year. We all know that. We don't know why. It's probably the coaching staff. Might need some new blood in there. El Paso up 16-12 right now. Bordone scoring. So that's the problem. If you are the Jacks and you want El Paso to lose, you're counting on Honolulu to finally put something together. But you know, I like Maverick Blitz. Like he's been shooting really well for Honolulu. I've noticed him in the 2 games that we've had the Riptide this year, and you gotta hand it to Maverick Blitz. 3 ball good there. 41-33. That'll be Scotty Lewis. 3 right before the half. So we got a 41-36 game. El Paso in charge. Low field goal percentages, but they are killing Honolulu on the board. 69-63. The two's good there. Maverick Blitz again from downtown. UCLA product, 71-66. Jackson Hayes with the and one opportunity. Foul's going to go against Jaren Jackson. He's in some serious foul trouble here. And a loose ball. Orlando champion can't hang on to it. Kicked out to Jackson Perry for 2. Going up by 10 now. 4 minutes left. Jackson Hayes with the rebound. Kobe White. He's got his guy wide open. That's Isaiah Nikos. 89-75 now. Finger rolls good. 89-77. 2 from Jackson Hayes. Make it 97-90 your final score. Riptide pouring it on late, but it ultimately did not matter. They were down by way too much to stage a comeback. Orlando champion led the way with 23 points. Nikos 19 and 11, and the Peppers have clinched a playoff bid. So the Jacks are going to be out of the postseason. They needed that loss. All right, the Stags currently in the 8th spot. BC Chicago can steal it from them. The Cyborgs are going to play their starters on a minutes count, so the backups are going to get some more time. So you're talking Kelvin Justice, Nikhil Chu, Chris Smoove. Those guys are going to be playing a lot tonight. And Chicago, I mean, that's a favorable matchup for you guys, okay? You got Devin Booker, you got Oladipo, you got guys who have been around the block here. Take care of business against San Jose, and you are in the playoffs. Toronto fans are going to be on pins and needles here watching this one. 2-0 right now. Anthony Edwards. Oh, nice move over Oladipo. It's 4-0. Zach Zumwalt. No, Robinson Earl cleans it up and scores the and one opportunity. And Chicago's a little frazzled here. It looks like Nikhil Chug scoring. First XBA player out of India ever. You get a 3-ball from Zubac. So pretty low scoring first half here. Kelvin Justice with those long arms. 2 for Zumwalt's good. 34-29. So Chicago not cracking the 30 mark in the first half of play. Ugly basketball here. 38% from the field. Cartwright's your top guy with 6 points. We got about 350 right now. Vucevic finding Zumwalt. Paxson trying to cover him. And Zumwalt will score. Demetrius Edwards trying to find something here. You know, I can't blame Chicago for playing Edwards in this spot. He's just good. I mean, the guy's got he's got a stroke, you know. I mean, but he finds Banks. Banks is no good from downtown. Hemsworth looking for some room here against Booker. Let's see if he can get that screen. No, he's still cutting in anyway. No good. Booker with the rebound. Chicago feeling pretty good right now. Paxson finds Edwards. Good. 71-65. Hemsworth. Oh, he's going to nail it. It's going to be a deep 2. It's 73-65. Booker tailing away. No good. Ball's out of bounds. They're going to call it off of Chicago. And Zumwalt knocks down a 2. It's a 10-point game. Oladipo. Do something here. Oladipo scores. 7 points. Blocked by Stefano Siegel out of Spain. Nice block. Kyrie Irving looking for some room here. Blocked himself. Siegel gets it. And he will score. Make it 79-70. A 3. That's good for Oladipo. Chicago still alive here, but they're going to need some help. And that's the kind of help they're looking for. Kyrie Irving not paying attention. 43 seconds. Booker chucks one up and scores 79-75. Irving, defensive lapse here, but they get Edwards, and get right back on him, and they foul under the basket. He hits the first. Anthony Edwards, good again. 81-75. 3-ball from Booker's good. So Chicago not going away yet. Zumwalt off the back of the iron. It's going to be 25 seconds left to go. Zumwalt, no good. And Colo gets it. They got numbers. Booker. Oh, what are you doing, Booker? Had a look. Banks. Brian Banks. Oh, God. It's a 3-point game. What are we doing? Throw it out, please. Somebody shoot it. It's going to be Oladipo for the tie. No. Good. Vucevic with the rebound. San Jose gets the meaningless W, but it means a lot. for Chicago and Toronto. So Chicago, as good as they are, as good as that roster is, not going to make it. And that's just the sad thing about the XBA playoffs, man. There's like 10 or 12 teams every year that probably belong in the playoffs, and only 8 can get in. So Chicago going to finish on the outside looking in by one measly game. Cartwright's wondering what went wrong with his squad this year. Zumwalt led with 17. Smoove had 12 points in this game. Good job there. Cartwright 24 and 7. So the Stags are in. Let's simulate just the rest of those games. Malik Jones, your MVP with 27.4 and almost 6 assists per game. Well deserved. Field goal percentage over 50%. He shot 47 from downtown. Free throw might have left something to be desired. Max Boss, 17.5 points, and he stuffed the stat sheet right there. Rebounds, assists, steals. He's your rookie of the year. He beat out Forbes. Lonzo Ball, your 6th man of the year, 9 points a game. Rudy Gobert, defensive player of the year with 11.4 rebounds and averaged 2 blocks per game. So I'd say he deserved that. Rolando Bishop, 22 points a game, your most improved player. And now our coach of the year, Jarrett Payton of the New York City Slickers, 47-23 overall. Let's look at the NBA first team. They got 3 City Slickers there. LaMelo, Marcus, Anthony, Jones. Wow. I don't think that you should even be able to do that. Marcus Bryant, also your all first team XBA. Apollo St. Patrick, Rolando Bishop, Rhymes Porter, Durant, and Anthony Davis, all second team XBA. Third team is Morant, Kimberly, Zion, Nader, and Karl Anthony Towns. Defensive first team, Thibault, Edwards, Leonard, Antetokounmpo, and Gobert. Defensive second team, Malik Bishop. I want to see his numbers this year. 8 points, 4 boards a game, 3 assists. Not bad for Malik Bishop out of XBA 2. Deontay Murray, Shakir Nader, Ryan Porter, and Mitchell Robinson. Second team, all rookie first team, Boss, Forbes, Deshaun Thompson for Honolulu, Chikanaga Podgorica, and Liad. All first team rookie. Congratulations, guys. Second team rookie, Austin Ford, Malcolm Ruka, Chris Smoove, Amari Wallace, who was pretty good for Washington, and Dalton Jett. So this is what we are looking at for the playoff picture. Jacksonville jump, getting in. That win over New York really helped cement their spot there for the 3 spot. And I like these matchups, guys. This is looking pretty good. Houston, San Jose, I like that. Denver, Nashville. That's probably my favorite series right there. Denver, Nashville. Got Towns and Durant against a really rock-solid organization there with the Denver Summit. Let's check out the league leaders here. We're going to scroll down really quick. We'll like to see our guys in those top positions. Kemmerly, Forbes, St. Patrick. Juan Orgata came back maybe a little bit too late. 20 points a game averaging for him. A lot of guys around the 19-point mark. CJ Thomas finishing 22nd in the league. Wayne Cartwright, 18.4 per game. Diamantakos, 29th. Max Boss, all right. Cole Anthony, Trendon Watford. Max Ross finishing up there. Pretty good effort for him this year. Marcus Bryant also 16.5. That's probably his career high. I'd have to double check. 14 points or 14 rebounds as well. So you're talking about averaging a double-double. Justice Bettis 16.3. Phoenix Wah up there in the top 50. Good to see him there. Malachi Hendricks 15.7. Added 6.3 assists per game as well. Burnside 57th, finishing there. Theo Dawkins, good to see him. He was pretty good his first full XBA season there. Starting point guard, although on a team that was pretty bad. Gotta say it. Supernovas, Ranger, at least he was in the top 80 points per game. Jamison Kendrick averaged 13.4, 3 assists. And Podgorica, 86 for the rookie. Hiram Hemsworth, 12.8 per game. Javon Rosens, 12.6. Stuff out of the first-year player. The second year, I mean, he was XBA 2 guy last year. KJ Summers in the top 100. Ingram rounding it out at 100th. And I want to check out a couple more spots down there. Vancouver Vortex. Laterman up there. Rudd finishing 131, going really fast now. Guerrero, champion. Paul George, pretty lackluster year for Paul George there. All right, rebounds per game. Marcus Bryant led the league. Jin Hao also in the top portion. Nas Dunstan was 10th in boards per game. Shakir Nader up there as well. So you guys can pause this if you really want to see your guy. It's a lot to try to get on. This video is already well over an hour, so if you guys want to see a player that you're interested in, just, yeah, you can pause it at any time. Checking out the assists per game. Ball, Halliburton, Alejandro Sanchez. He's always up there. Walsh is always up there, as well as AJ Creighton. Luka Doncic came in 9th in assists per game. McFly 14th. And McFly likes to score, so you got to respect that there. Hendricks, one of the top 20 guys. I'm surprised to see that. Theo Starkman had a good campaign. Camden Cunningham, a lot of assists out of him as well. Eitan Laterman. Impressed with Zach Zumwalt, especially with San Jose. We'll see more of him in the playoffs. And I want to check kind of the team stats here. Martians with the top offense in the league. Tempo, City Slickers not far behind. Worst offenses go to Fly Guys, Stampede, Night Owls, Monsters, Supernovas. Under 90 points a game. So no surprise, none of those teams are in the playoffs. Points allowed per game. The Power were the worst defense in the league. 100 points allowed. So kind of funny that Rudy Gobert, your defensive MVP, was on the worst defensive team in the league. And we see our best defenses: Chili Dogs, Chill, Cyclones, Founders, and Summit. Even the Jacks, who missed the playoffs, had positive point differentials, so no surprise there. So according to point differential, the Summit, Cyclones, City Slickers, your best teams in the league. Chill, Martians, not far behind, according to our point differential. All right, rookie report. So we've seen a lot of these guys already. Jason Beck, I kind of screwed that up. I might have screwed the Night Owls over a little bit. I don't think I cost the Night Owls a playoff bid, but Beck was one guy that I forgot to import the player DNA until about halfway through the season. So I made sure he got a ton of minutes for Miami for that last portion. And he played pretty well in his limited action. Chris Smoove is a guy that I thought maybe on a bigger role. If he had a bigger role, I think Smoove could have done a lot of damage. Colby Dale, we only saw him play once this year. Wanted to check his minutes and make sure he was all good. So he's getting plenty of minutes. Good scoring opportunities there. Lachlan Chisholm had 5 points. Supernovas, I think they were hoping they drafted a stud big man and said they got a decent big man. They need some help at that spot there as well. Ethan Marks up there. Esteban Ramos averaged under 3 points a game. Daniel Smith, 2.7. Bankston, only 2 points. Didn't get a ton of time. Stevko, 2.1. Jackson Jordan finally got on the court a little bit this year. Mario Pinza, not too much action either. James Capatos, 1.3. Bergstrom, 1.1. Max Chen, not a lot of time there. Adrian Jackson. And then Yun Yi. Adrian Jackson, checking his minutes out. So he went a few stretches. You know, I try to, like, make sure this thing is, like, because we have the injuries on, the CPU resets everything. Aiden Oliver, tough spot there. Just hard to crack the lineup for him. But he'll get more minutes in Season 7 and hopefully be good to go there. All right, so let's check this out here. We have our matchups. We'll start in the Western Conference, but just a brief look. I mean, I like the New York-Toronto. That's a good one. Jacksonville-Pittsburgh. I feel like we've had our battles over the years, you know. Let's start here, though. El Paso-San Diego. James Harden kind of getting the old crew back together against Anthony Davis and Tatum, so that's big. We got Martians, Chill, the two teams from the Northwest that were not able to win the division. Two of the best teams in the XBA here, probably two of the top 5 or 6 in the whole league, gonna square off in the first round. You got Cyborgs, Lawmen, so Houston might have taken advantage a little bit of that 3 seed against a very deep, good San Jose team. Nashville, Denver, my favorite series in this. I want to see if Towns and Durant, see how they match up against guys like Grimes Porter and Ben Simmons. Toronto Stags against the City Slickers. I do think the City Slickers are on upset alert. I think the Stags have what it takes as the 8 seed. You guys know the 1 seeds are cursed in this series, and there's a real chance of an upset there. Looking ahead here, you got Washington, Philly. 2 teams we've only seen once. Founders, pretty good season this year, and the Bruisers, big time rebound season again. An extremely deep roster for Philly. I would probably pick Philly, but we'll see there. Pittsburgh, Jacksonville. I do like the jump here, but the Paladins are so solid, and I'd put them right up there with Denver as 2 of the most consistent teams that have not yet won an XBA final. And then we have Wisconsin Bandits and Cincinnati Chili Dogs. Chili Dogs, the shock team of the season. 2nd-year expansion team, super young, still managed to get a 2 seed in the Eastern Conference by winning the Central Division over the likes of teams like Wisconsin and Pittsburgh. So hopefully we'll have a good playoff here, guys. I'm going to get the entire quarterfinal in one video. That's going to be another hour-plus video. So thanks for sticking around, making it to the end of this one. I hope your team made it into the postseason. If not, we'll try again Season 7. Hopefully the Season 7 sim will be more to your liking. But we got some good storylines here, got some good players, got some good customs. Gonna duke it out in the XBA playoffs. So we will see you then, guys. As always, peace.